Fans depend on the players to make big hits, score goals, and win championships. But behind the scenes of the most successful athletes is an agent they depend on to take care of the business side of the sport so they can concentrate on their game. We're about to get a first-hand perspective into the early stages of these player-agent relationships en route to the NHL Draft. This is The Road.
Hey, I've been rolling with the punches. Hey, I've been rolling with the punches.
Octagon Hockey was founded in 1998. They've accounted for 74 first-round draft picks, 50-plus NHL All-Stars, 47 Olympians, over $2 billion in negotiated contracts, and currently represent 13% of today's NHL stars.
I've been in the business now for 21 years, and it took a lot of hard work. I traveled 6-7 months a year. One day I'd be in a rink in Russia, the next day I'd be in a rink in Kitchener, Ontario, and the next day I'd be in a rink in Czech Republic. I devoted myself 24 hours a day to the business of representing players, and it's been a lot of work. There have been a lot of successes, there's been a lot of fun, but it certainly is not something that has come easy.
The player-agent relationship is an unpredictable, dynamic, and never-ending journey far beyond the surface of contract negotiation.
We established very early that we wanted to be a career management firm, not just a hockey representation, not just a contract negotiation-centric firm. So we're deeply involved in their career development, and it carries right through to their end of their career and where they're transitioning after hockey.
They've always been there for me, and they've always supported me through whatever decisions I made.
It's something new for me, and he's been great to just kind of teach me little pointers and explain what's going on. And it's a stressful time, and you know, everyone's obviously nervous, and it's a big time. And he's been able to calm things down.
When I was picking my agent, I felt that I had to go with the best possible fit for myself and my family, and they've gave me everything I've needed to be successful. And even whatever it is, whether I need an extra stick here or there, or a little bit of advice, that's really what I like.
I think a player needs to feel that his agent cares about him, that his agent is thinking about him, and his agent is there for him when he's needed. I like to know their game. I like to understand their personalities. When I'm speaking to NHL teams about a player that I represent, you can be sure I know that player.
As a kid, you know, you read everyone's getting their agents, and you don't really know what to expect what an agent does. But it's cool to see what they do behind the scenes and see, you know, how much they care about their player, and you know, it's cool to see what they do for you, and it's neat. You want to play for them, and you know that you treat them as family, and it's good to see they got your back all the time.
Because I know that when I first turned pro, I didn't even know how to open up a bank account, and I think they take a lot of pressure off of you when it comes to kind of getting used to paying all your bills and living on your own, and they keep in touch with you during the season just to make sure that things are going well. And at the end of the day though, they can't make it for you, you have to make it for yourself, and they just kind of facilitate everything else on the way.
The work of an agent begins years before their clients reach the NHL. There is a significant investment in the player's journey in both on-ice and off-ice development.
We tried to provide a value added. You know, eventually we're going to negotiate your contract, but can we help you be a better pro? Can we help you understand what it's going to take to get to a point where you can even compete as a professional? It's an investment in time. It's something that we have a passion for. We understand it. We've been there. Many of us in our group that play pro hockey. You know, we essentially live and die a little bit with these young guys as they struggle to try to have a career that we might have had. But you try to help them avoid the pitfalls, help them understand what it takes in terms of commitment, perseverance, and particularly when they struggle. That is, in our estimation, a good thing, because we know that they'll overcome it, and we'd rather that they struggle, say in junior, and learn to overcome it so that when it happens as a young pro, it won't stop them from realizing their goals to play in the National Hockey League.
As the NHL Draft approaches, agent Rob Hooper sits down with his client, Logan Stanley, to discuss what he should be expecting in the coming months leading up to the draft.
The draft is very unpredictable. You could be a first rounder or an early second. At the end of the day, it's what you do from that day moving forward, not what's happened up until draft day. So certainly, your continued training and nutrition prep is going to be very important as to whether you have a lengthy career in the National Hockey League.
As an agent, honestly, there's only so much you can do. You have to look at every player and let them know that we're here to support them, to give them information, to tell them what scouts are thinking. We're here to be their friend and confidant, but at the end of the day, they have to go out there and they have to do the job on the ice.
We have a number of very highly rated and very talented young players that are going to start their career, and we're excited for them, and it's a renewal for us because every year it's another group of players who are trying to do essentially what many of us at Octagon have done, and that is to play in the National Hockey League. So it's an exciting time for them. It's also very interesting and a lot of fun for us.
As we reach the halfway mark of this series, our focus will shift to the physical and mental preparations of these players, their stories of struggle and triumph, and an introduction to highly touted European prospects Patrick Laine and Rasmus Asplund. For some of these players, it will be the most important months of their hockey lives to date, leading up to the NHL Draft. This is The Road.